Hey folks, this is Matt Rainwater, and today we're going to be reading Trailer Park Warlock episode 25. And this is where we begin the second season story arc. My brain blanked for a second, so forgive me. Um, anyway, I did want to point out on this first panel. This is just distracting me because now I can't unsee it, which is that the antenna on Jake's trailer doesn't really make any sense by any like logical standard of how we understand how antennas work or are shaped. I just didn't really think it through when I was designing it. My what at by now year and a half younger self. I'm gonna just go with that. Jake designed it this way. Yeah, Jake designed it this way because it's actually like a sigil and it helps him receive cable channels. We'll just go with that. Anyway, we're gonna start off, all right? Bam, 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 bang, bang. So Jake is like basically blocking the door off. And picking up from last episode, Jake has woken up to discover that his collar is missing. The Sportergeist has disappeared. We can only assume that the Sportergeist has stolen it. Uh, oomph. These drawings of Jake are a little bit crunchy. I don't know. They're not my favorite drawings. His head is like too big in these two panels. Ugh. He's panting. And now we start to see him transform. So, Jake said that the collar kept him from becoming a vampire, so we can only assume. Trailer Park Warlock, the missing collar. Now we cut over to Bev. She's opening her bar. Bar looks a little small in this panel. It's just me. Ugh. Wham. Oh, something else I'd like to point out, and I'm pretty sure I fixed this in Webtoon. Bev's. So these are the master files that I use before, like when I'm laying out the Webtoon before I send it off to Webtoon. Which is why I think that this hasn't been fixed. But her hair color is like way too light. Like she's got like gray hair, and that was never the intention. I want her to have very dark hair, cause she's only like, she's about Jake's age, was around 30, you know. And this is an anime where if you're 30, you might as well die. And it's not always the case, but that's been a running joke in anime. If you're over the age of like 25, you're just ready for the grave. Anyway, I really need to get that door fixed. Just turn on the lights, just getting everything ready. Plugging in something, and we find out that it's a crazy BATMONSTER pinball machine. For those of y'all, for the handful of y'all who read Crazy BATMONSTER, thank you. And one day I might actually, I've been thinking about this, I might do like a commentary style track for Crazy Bat, or for BATMONSTER. By the way, I just want to point this out. This is called Crazy BATMONSTER in reference to the original newspaper strip that me and Austin published for like these old black and white strips of BATMONSTER. I think now they're probably a little too raw to publish on Webtoon, but that's where it began. So anyway, that's what it's a reference to. Very, very obscure reference. Unless you had gone to Centenary College in the year 2006, sometime between 2008 and 2010. That's the time you would have been able to read it. So anyway, the bobcat begins her retreat to the den. Having caught enough food for the next day, she will likely need to kill again in a day or two as she prepares for giving birth. Foreshadowing. Who was watching public broadcasting last night? They missed a ball in Rascals game, that's for sure. The hell? Chick, chick. When does Jake ever lock his door? Also, the door to Jake's trailer is really broken because it can open both ways. I don't know if you've ever noticed that. Hey, Jake, are you home or what? Also would like to point out that this window keeps changing position on the trailer. Oh, wow. Rarg. Darla is looking concerned. Bam. Jake? I don't know. This is feeling, I'm looking, I don't know, some of this art feels very early. Because, like, I don't think, if I were drawing this episode today, I think I would have given Darla a kind of a different pose. This is a little too martial artsy. Darla's looking around. And everything is just messed up. Jake? Let me see. Jake. His ears are starting to get pointy. Jake, what the hell's going on? Yes. Jake? And we see these sigils or something like that underneath his neck. Your collar. It's the best sound I can make. That's how I translate that sound. This is a good panel. I like the way it turned out overall. To be continued. Okay, so there you go. Yeah, I don't know. As y'all probably noticed while I was reading through this, like I said, the art's a little bit crunchy in this episode in particular. And that is what it is. You know, that's part of just like starting out as an artist is you're gonna have some crunchy panels, and that's just how it goes. On the other hand, I do, as I recall, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe we'll find out as we're reading through this, I do recall, like, I start hitting my stride somewhere in this season where I feel like my drawing is competent. Like I said, we'll see how I feel about that later on as we're reading through it. But anyway, as always, if you want to follow me on social media, you can. At Twitter, it's at MattJRainwater. On Instagram, it's at MatthewRainwater. And then if you're watching this already, you probably already follow me on Patreon, but nevertheless, I feel like it's worth mentioning, which is patreon.com/MattJRainwater. And if you're enjoying these videos, please give a like, a subscribe. I always appreciate it. And leave a comment, too. Let me know what you're thinking about this series of videos. What do you think about the story of Trailer Park Warlock in general? And anyway, I will get back to you if you do leave a comment. Guaranteed. As much as I can guarantee. Anyway, I hope you're having a good day, and we will talk again soon. All right? Later.